Okay, it's live caricature time with me again, AJ Jensen, and this is where I share my thoughts and ideas while drawing live caricatures. So I already did a quick pre-sketch for this one and tucked it under the paper. That way I can just jump straight into inking. I'm using the trusty Crayola marker, perfect for getting those thick and thin lines, and line variation really helps your caricatures pop and look pretty clean. For thicker lines, I press down pretty hard. Now, I'm not like stabbing the paper, but I really push that marker down in the paper. For thinner lines, I go fast and light. And thinner lines are kind of tough for me because I think I'm a little heavy-handed. I don't know, let me slap myself. Yeah, heavy-handed. So I try to flick the marker to keep my touch light. Man, my face is stinging. Now the pre-sketch is just a foundation. I'm not tracing it exactly. I still let the idea evolve while inking. And that's important for a few reasons. One, it lets me expand the idea more. Two, you're forced into a rhythm that helps you keep loose, and those bold decisions are what really makes the drawing sing a little bit more. And three, tracing your pre-sketch too tightly can just make the drawing feel overall stiff. Honestly, crisp line work is something I've been chasing for years. When I first started, if I made just one little shaky line, I'd toss the drawing and start all over. It was pretty ridiculous. And maybe that helped me improve slightly early on, I don't know, but I've realized perfectionism can really hold me back. And that's been a common theme for this year, yeah. I'm just like hearing perfectionist. I'm like, that's bad. And everybody looks at me and says, then why do you do it? So yeah, working on perfectionism this year. Learning to let go, stay loose, and just enjoy. Enjoy the adventure. Enjoy the journey. But here's a little pro tip that helped me loosen up line work. I call it the zoom out phase. If you're too close to the paper, you're gonna spot way more mistakes than anyone else would. And a shaky line looks way more shakier when you're just a few inches away from it compared to, a foot and a half back. So if you're like me and you tend to draw with your face, like right up on the paper, like your brow is just kind of grazing on the paper. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I am a caricature artist. But if you have that problem, just make a habit of pulling your head back a few times during the drawing. Just look at it from a distance. It really helps you see the big picture and stay way more loose. Also, here's another little tip about line work that I've come to realize. If you're coloring your caricature afterward, color can actually balance out a few shaky lines. Nobody's gonna know. You know that whole meme? Nobody's gonna notice. They're really not. Now, if your lines look like you drew them hopped up on like 6 or 7 5-hour energies, then the color's probably not gonna save you, but a few wobbly lines are totally fine. And speaking of color, right now I'm using the Neocolor 1 sticks. I've got a foamy sheet under the paper to keep those lines going on smooth. I used to use the old Prismacolor art sticks before they got discontinued, sadly. Oh man, I love those things. When you got a new box of Prismacolor art sticks, you open that box, this smell of cupcake icing would just hit your nostrils and make you think of birthday magic. But sadly, they got discontinued, and I think it's safe to say I like Neocolors better. Of course, there's a bit of a learning curve, like with anything, but once you get the hang of it, they go on way smoother than art sticks, and they're not killing your hand. I remember I did so many color caricatures at one festival, and by the end of it, that meat that hit your thumb, that meat in the palm, all that thing was on fire. It hurt so bad. But with Neocolors, I never experienced that because they go on so smooth, so it's nice. So while I'm finishing coloring this caricature up, I would love to talk about selling caricatures. Now, this couple was awesome, don't get me wrong, but at first, they were a little bit hesitant about getting a funny caricature. And back then, being fully honest, I probably would have put my nose up in the air and told them to go to another artist. But over time, I've learned that you've got to give your customers a chance to understand what you're doing. And it does take a little extra effort to communicate why you love drawing exaggerated caricatures, but when they agree to it, you have to take that victory. Now, some artists might disagree with me on this, and that's totally fine. People disagree with me all the time. I'm not the smartest cookie in the crayon box, but your style is you. And you gotta learn how to sell yourself if you want people to support you as an artist. Samples can only communicate so much, and honestly, I think the way you talk about your passion sells way more than a display ever could. So if you're quiet the whole time, don't really talk to customers, and just expect people to automatically understand your wild caricature style, well, in my opinion, you're missing some opportunities here. And one big opportunity is for people to appreciate you as the artist and your artwork at the exact same time. And I think that's what people really want to buy. I really do. They don't just want to get a drawing, but they want to get an experience of you, the artist, and how you share your passion for what you do. And trust me, that took a long time for me to figure out. I'm talking years here. But once I did, I started to notice a big difference. When I hand someone a caricature I'm proud of, or even a caricature where I took creative risks, it's appreciated way more. I get tipped more, and most importantly, the customer walks away understanding what caricature is really about, and who I am as an artist. So I thought I'd share that little tidbit of knowledge for you guys. Anyways, I'm finishing up here. I really appreciate anyone that came to give this video a view. But if you could like the video, that goes a long way as well. But here is their video reaction to their caricature, where I had to persuade them to get a funny one. Let's see if they liked it. You ready?
Yeah.
There it is. Laugh at yourselves.
Oh my gosh, the tattoo on my other eye is so hard.
You like it?
Yes.
Perfect.
Take it.